Huggies.
I am actively pogging right now. Yes. Hi everybody. It's been a while. It's been a
84
while.
years.
It's been 1,000 years. True. It's super true. I feel like I haven't talked to you all in like a million years. Because it's, it hasn't been campaign one and all that. But hi. What's up, dog? I don't know what that is. What is up, dog?
Ha! Nothing much.
So it's us. We're back with another episode 39 of campaign
Wild.
one. That means 39 weeks of consistent play with this game. 39 weeks. 2.5 to 3.5 hour sessions. We've been going hard.
Motoring.
Sailing by, the time is. It feels like it's been a day, but also 100 years. Just to reintroduce ourselves, I don't know if you remember us all, but I'm Story Dad. I tell stories with all of my best friends, and I'm a cat dad. I like to LARP, got a beard and glasses. That's me, baby. I'm very unique. No one's like me. So
Hi, I'm Lane. I got a beard. I
Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah. We've got Egan on the bottom left, played by Bestie Jake. We're sitting with Dante, the horniest, totally not a vampire that
Totally not a vampire.
the Sword Coast has ever seen. Bori, the beardiest bearded man, no glasses, all beard. What he lacks in glasses, he makes up in beard. Played by the lovable man Tristan. We're sitting. Lane already introduced himself. We're the same person. So
Hey, that's my line.
The prettiest little goblin that we ever met in our entire lives, Brandon, is going to be playing Pixie Argentum. We all know this. That joke will never get old. And yeah, he's on the bottom.
Wait,
right.
it's a joke?
No, well, I mean, if it doesn't have to be.
It
But
is a truthful, hilarious fact.
yeah, it's a real fact. So, hi Quest Keep, hi Bucket the Goblin, hi Sam, hello Lainey, hello Miss Liz, a special hello to all of you that are in the chat. Thanks for popping out for episode 39. So, I've been champing, I don't know. Horse facts. Becky, where you at? Is it champing or chomping? At the bit. I've been nibbling. I've been teething at my bit to get back to our regularly scheduled shenanigans. So we champing. Thank you. We are going to quickly recap for those of you at home. It's been 3 weeks. It's been 21 goddamn days since the last time we played this. What happened last time, and like the sort of games that happened before then. Oh, thank you, Lane. And thank you, Brendan. Almost a hype train. Let's go, baby. So, but yeah, what happened in the last couple of sessions was our intrepid adventurers had sort of navigated a couple of really sticky social situations. They had started dealing with they had been dealing with a red wizard situation that had been trying to hire them. They had rebuked him pretty severely. Torek had went on a little bit of a spirit quest in order to find himself and relearn what it is to be truly devoted and take an oath to something. Still a little bit damaged, but working on it. Bori, probably the biggest change up is that Briggs had left and Bori had come into the fold. Bori was another member of a noble household within within Waterdeep. The Mithril Raids, a sort of high table dwarven clan that had made their fortune mining and peddling their plunder out of the deep. He had been excised from his home by the doppelganger threat, or so is the purveying conspiracy theory on his end. His family had started acting very, very weird, and then he was suddenly, exiled and thrown aside, waking up in a ditch with a strange mark upon him. But now he had come back. We had learned of Matthias through Bori's proxy, the would-be clone of Emery Argentum, that they had sort of come into the household upon the winds of prophecy, and that there was sort of a convocation that was going to happen, a sort of nexus of realms coming together at the whim of forces that remain to be seen. A sort of far realm threat that may or may not be predicated by Moander, the Unseen, which is the name for the doppelgangers, or even perhaps something more or less insidious. But it was decided that after learning the three sort of quasi artifacts that had been revealed to them, the Book of Prophecy, the book of the
Blood Helix,
the Blood Helix that was held at House de Leon, the Splinter of the Dragon Staff of Agyron being held within House Wands. Miss Liz, Jesus, holy shit, thank you, god damn, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck, thank you so much, good lord. We love you guys. And the third being a mysterious item that had yet to be foretold, that Matthias was still waiting upon for prophecy. Now they had learned the location, that being House Wands, of the that being the House Wands. They had learned the Splinter of the Dragon Staff resided there. And now it had just so happened that the Summer Ball is where that was taking place. Now, they had rebuked the Red Wizards' attempts to get them to sort of heist these, the Splinter. From,
I believe our exact words were "get fucked, wizard Nazi."
Yeah, like that's definitely no, like that was the vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
But now they had taken it on themselves to sort of go and oversee the events of the ball. The very moment that we left off was a sort of tense moment at the front gates. The gate guard had been confronted by House Argentum, mostly Pixie and Toric throwing around a spell, Pixie making threats, perhaps. I feel like that's not beyond the realm of possibility. I don't know if it was direct threats, but there might have been some implied, like, do you know who I am, fuckface, kind of talk going on. But they had been led inside. The gated walls.
We were on the steps last, I remember.
Literally,
I believe I was being carried in on a Tensor's floating disc like the dramatic bitch I am.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, you were dragging yourself in. There was no one else doing it.
Hey,
like, let's not.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it wasn't like, oh yes, you're.
I got halfway in, realized they were doing dumb shit, and then waited for them.
Yeah, I don't think it was like, oh, I have someone cast the spell for me and like drag me along. It's like, no, you're posh
I
ass
cast the spell.
cast it yourself, and you're like, I'm not gonna walk. Now, as you go up to the main doors that lead into the foyer of the House Wands Manor, Is there
Could I
anything?
cast guidance on myself and then make a perception check when we enter?
Yes, you certainly can. Is there? That is exactly the sort of thing that I was asking about. Is there anything that anyone would like to do, like to accomplish?
Showing off that brand new wisdom score. I see you, Tristan.
What would you? Is there anything anyone else would like to do,
Uh,
before they enter? If not, we can just proceed inside.
I'm gonna drop a detect magic, so I'll just have that for the next 10 minutes.
As you cast detect magic, it is nearly immediately blinding.
Mhm.
It seems as if the entire house itself has a fairly substantial illusory magic across it that makes almost seeing anything, like, there just seems to be a blanket, like a thick field of incredibly high level illusionary magic blanketing the entire grounds. Can I get an first check back, everybody? First check back.
Ooh,
Let's
Can
go.
Torek, can I please get an Arcana check?
Oh fuck.
Literally his worst check.
It can't be good by definition. Hey!
Not
That's
bad.
pretty good.
What do we got? We got a 12.
12.
Oh, I can actually bring this up. Look at this. Look at this.
You're so smart, Aaron.
I mean, thanks, but okay, roll 20. What do we got?
Listen, I've been ragging on you too much lately. I gotta say some.
Have
nice
you
shit.
been? I haven't noticed. It's never like, I don't think it's been anything more than usual.
Oh no.
Maybe 5%. But yeah, so with a 12, you sort of understand that this obfuscating effect doesn't seem to quite have the same arcane ambiance that most illusions do. There's definitely a sort of subtext of danger in the weave that's been woven here. You notice that if it's not abjuration magic that's been sort of woven into what this effect is, that the illusion itself might be so strong that it has its own protective qualities.
Whoa. Torque just covers his eyes a little bit with his hands. Oh.
Is everything all right, Torek?
Oh, it's just, it's very bright.
Bright? And I'm gonna look up to the sky.
No, the building is very bright.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know how I can help with that.
No, it's doesn't need to be helped. Just
cast blindness.
I did not take those spells.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I mean, that'd solve his problem. He doesn't have to look at it anymore.
no,
True.
it's fine. Good to just continue along.
All right. So, if nobody else has anything they'd like to do before they enter, the doors.
I feel like Armor of Agathis might be a little too obvious. So,
it's not particularly. You're also of a okay. So, Pixie, I'll get a let's get a history from you. Ooh. You're unsure of the exact rules of decorum when it comes to the summer ball are, but when you're someone of your standing, it's sort of understood that you have threats to your person that you need to sort of observe and understand, and one such as yourself coming in with in a regular setting, coming in with protective wards that are less subtle or that are more subtle are not particularly uncommon. Whether that is acceptable here is another story, but
I'm gonna cast it
Okay. Fix this.
on myself.
Okay, sounds good to me. Fix that.
It
Got
lasts 1 hour.
Spells.
Casting spells.
Oh my god! I pressed
baby.
the I.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Shadow Wizard, and I cannot stress it enough. Money gang.
Gang.
Are we good? Yeah, we got that. Fixing it. I don't know why that one gets all scuffed every time. Okay, as you enter the door, it opens up sort of at its own will. You go to reach a hand out to touch it, and the gigantic doorway, which has intercrossed staves across the actual door frame itself, they shift open and then swing inwards. The grandiosity of the interior doesn't seem particularly gaudy in the same way as some of the noble houses. It seems very like bespoke to an arcane household. They wear their colors on their sleeves, where some arcanists might try to hide what they are. House Wands are known for a few very particular things, being one of the foremost arcane households within all of Waterdeep, being purveyors of magical items, and being collectors of arcanum reagents, magical items that contain vast resources of like well springs of magical power. So upon entering at first glance, most of you don't really notice anything that's too particularly crazy. High vaulted ceilings, the 15-foot tall steepled windows don't seem particularly out of place. Soft curtains in the colors of nobility, purples and trimmed with golds. Very, very sort of run-of-the-mill nobility trappings within it. Torek, you immediately notice little pinpricks of light where others may not. The candles that fill the room and light it, and the chandelier that sits in the middle of the checkerboard patterned floors are not of mundane origin. They are floating next to the ceiling and have incredibly bright points of light. These are animate flame, literal flame given life and bid to be in one place. Kept in mundane colors to sort of trick those who would come in, but other than that, they are purely magical. You also notice that throughout the entire hall, there seems to be a sort of swirling magical air. This is for nothing else than to rustle the curtains, to create a breeze, and to sort of keep the air from becoming stale. There are small things within House Wands that are very, very much there just to flex a little bit on those that would come here without any magical know-how or accoutrement.
The wind is to make their robes swoosh back dramatically.
Quite literally, these are the things that Torek, you notice first and foremost. Everyone notices a little bit of a breeze that could be easily explained away by like good architecture and open windows. But Torek, upon entering, there's a few things that you just immediately, it sort of breathes into your own being. You're in a place of very powerful arcane users.
I just lean over to Egan. I really think that we should get a wizard.
Okay.
We should
like
hire a
who?
wizard because you feel this
Hire a
breeze. Do you
wizard?
know how nice that would be if we were working out
Oh,
all the time? That's a magic breeze.
how did they make it?
I have no idea. That's why we need to hire a wizard.
Hmm.
This place is
Don't
very
we have
fancy.
wizards?
I don't know.
Oh. I thought Dante was a wizard.
No, I think he's evil. Not like evil. His
Can I make a
personality.
perception check?
Not
I
like
don't
evil
think
his-
they're whispering.
I don't think Dante's personality
I'm just
is
soft
evil.
spoken.
I think
Dante kinda looks
has
back.
magic evil, like evil magic.
Oh,
Dante just looks back, doesn't look too offended, and keeps floating into the room.
Just, you hear all
what
this.
if it was?
Tor just
What if
points.
it's an evil breeze? Could he do it if it was an evil breeze?
Ooh, I don't know. Would an evil breeze make you like hot and sweaty?
Oh, I don't know. It'd probably smell funny.
Yeah.
Okay, Dante, they're not wrong, but like,
Yeah.
so
Listen, you're not wrong, but don't say it like that.
So within the foyer, there stands what seems to be a Chamberlain-like figure, but they immediately strike you as incredibly different than any sort of mundane Chamberlain that you've seen before. They stand about 9 feet tall. Their skin is a very ruddy red color. They have 2 spiral horns that come off of the back of their head, and you notice very slight waves of heat distortion coming from the bottoms of their feet. Their arms are folded in front of them, and as you enter, they unfold their arms, and they beckon you towards them. They say, in a very deep baritone, they say, "Welcome to House Wands. It is a pleasure to meet the illustrious members of House Argentum."
Can I make an Arcana check, Aaron? See if I recognize what kind of creature he is.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Is a 20 total.
You recognize them immediately as an Afriti.
Oh. Dante bows as much as he can without getting up from the Tensor's floating disc. Thank you for welcoming us.
He just does a bunch of front flips.
Thank you for the invite, and thank you for your hospitality.
My name is Toothin the Red. I am the Chamberlain of House Wands. If there is anything that you need, if there is anything that you are requesting that I can be of assistance with, I am merely a spoken word away. Merely say my name, and I will appear at your side if I am not indisposed with another.
Tooth in.
Can you repeat that name, Story Dad?
That is
Tooth in
Toothin.
like you're eating something, so your tooth in it.
No. Tuthin.
Tooth fin. Tooth fin. Okay.
Toothin, can you explain the expected itinerary for tonight?
Of course, milady. The scheduled events for the evening are a brief mingling period where the nobility will have the chance to discuss matters of the year, reintroduce themselves, say hello to new members of the nobility, shake hands, and, for the most part, catch up. Shortly afterwards, there will be a few spoken words from Torlin Wands, the patriarch of the household. Afterwards, the dance shall commence. Then we will have, afterwards, there will be the ritualistic reigniting of the mythal. After the reigniting of the mythal, then we will have a short reprieve for dinner. And then the drinks and a few other very casual festivities before the night ends.
One more question.
Why is your hand up, young man?
Can I make a history check on what the hell a mythal is?
Yeah, absolutely.
One more question.
Once-
What is on the menu for dinner?
Oh,
I don't
know. The Torlin has seen fit to have a cabal of his own acolytes come and prepare a true hero's feast for this evening. A magically imbued, delicious dinner that will embolden the spirit as well as reinforce any problems that one might be having with their self and their wits.
Are they going to have quinoa salad as part of the feast?
I must admit,
Will there be steak?
the hero's feast suits itself to the individual that eats it, but if you sup at the table of a high magister such as Torlin Wands and you decide to eat quinoa salad, I do have to warn you that does seem an opportunity squandered.
Just as a side dish.
Yes, of course. It is. I beg your apology. It is it is suited to the dining experience of those attending.
Nice.
If there's nothing else, then please allow me to lead you into the ballroom, where you can mingle and yes, start off the festivities.
Very good.
Thank you, sir. Are there snacks?
A collection of hors d'oeuvres will be flitted around by some of the hand servants of the household.
Thank you very much. I will be on my way.
Of course, I believe it is a collection of quiches, small pastry-wrapped sausages, as well as a smattering of pastries, both large and of the smaller variety, stuffed with creams and fruit preserves.
When we get in, Aaron. Oh, never mind. I wasn't there for that. I was going to see if I could look for the pastries from the hole in the wall.
Oh my God! Yeah, the fucking okay. So
Very important.
Before we go in, I'm just gonna hang back real quick as everybody else heads in, and I'm gonna turn back to Toothin real quick.
Sorry, just to borrow one more moment of your time. These people are under my protection while here today, and I'm sure that there are a number of things put in place to make sure that everyone here is safe and well cared for. But I do have an uneasy feeling about this evening. Could you tell me what your safety precautions are, just so that I might feel more comfortable?
The household itself is under the protection of a grand hallucinatory terrain. The precautionary contingency spells that are placed on several of the important members and rooms of the household are both incredibly potent and incredibly destructive. The guards of the house themselves are creatures that have been drawn from the elemental planes and from far-flung places in reality. The members of the household themselves, Torlin and his compatriots, are all seasoned and veteran adventurers and wizards of their own right, initiates of magic of the highest order. As well, many members of the noble houses this evening have come with bodyguards and their own entourages of incredibly capable makers of war and battle.
I know the type.
Is that all you needed, sir?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
All
My
right.
mind is at ease.
I will say to you that your feelings of ill portent do not go without me noting them. It is to your credit that you come to me first. It is not the first time that I have heard that this evening, but the summer ball has had several party crashers over the decades.
Great. Can I ask you maybe a personal question before I go?
I am at your service.
What species are you?
I am of the Ifrit. I come from the plane of fire. I once resided within the city of Brass, deep by the primeval lake of magma that sits between the planes of earth and fire. I made a deal with Torlin many years ago. He bested me in several incredibly dangerous games of chance. I bet my fortunes and my service to him, and he bested me through guile and raw magical prowess, and so I sit here bound to his service until the day comes that the service switches, and then he becomes mine, and I take him back to the City of Brass.
Whoa. That was awesome. All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that. That sounds wicked. I don't know. Maybe we should go check out the City of Brass sometime. Anyways, take care, Toothin.
Yes. What was your name?
Oh, Sir Torek the Tempered.
Sir Torek the Tempered. And you are of Goliath stock.
Oh, my father was a Goliath and my mother was an orc.
Strong people.
Thank you.
The Goliaths I know well.
Oh, how?
Resilient and hardy, passionate folk that have made several incursions into the plane of fire over the lake of magma. Several of the most powerful of your species have indentured themselves to giants of stone that reside in those places. And the incursions from your people onto the City of Brass have not gone without we have lost much to the raids.
I feel like you have taught me so much. I should really get going. I need to stay close to my people.
Yes, understood. Should you need anything else, I am bid to do your wishes.
That's pretty cool. Bye.
Yes.
Torek walks away and runs to catch up, and he's so excited. He just learned so many new words.
So you're all led into the, well, not really led. You're allowed to sort of have run of the house. There are guards that sit at the entrances to places adjacent to the ballroom itself. But upon entering the ballroom, it is a gigantic reddish purple motifed room. There are large swaths of the walls that have been painted in sort of eldritch shifting designs, as if light plays upon the walls. The doors that lead out of the ballroom itself have guards upon them, but at even a glance, it is very obvious that the suits of armor that make up these guards are completely empty, that these are animate suits of armor of some sort. The chandelier that hangs at the very top of the building seem to have illusory creatures that dance in the place of the lights that would be at the sort of corners of the chandelier. The center of the room is a circular itself, eldritch-looking dancing circle. It has runes that are carved all in it of Draconic, but also another language. I'm not sure if anyone could recognize, but the Draconic speaks to tales of bawdy nights spent dancing and drinking and merrymaking, and a great glut of people mingle within this room. You recognize some of them. Brunyandar Margaster is here. Several members of the House Cormalis mingle here. Pixie, Torek, and Egan recognize several of the members of the Broken Gulf family. Some illustrious members of the City Watch maintain here, primarily members of the Griffin Riders. They stand in sparkling armor, plumes coming up their back. It seems sort of performatory that they are here. They aren't wearing dancing garbs. It's more of an appearance-based invitation. But that is what greets you. There are servants sort of flitting between some of the cliques and groups that have formed through all the pomp and circumstance of the event and the gala itself. It seems that people will be people, and that several, yes, cliques, circles, conversation groups have formed. It isn't just a gigantic melting pot of intermingling personalities. It's circles have happened. People that are in comfort zones with one another have sort of manifested. What do you do?
I make Gavin hook my arm and pull him over to Brunyandar.
Love, we've got 1,000 people in here tonight, and then you're gonna take us to like the only dude that we know. Pretty sure he's not the one that we got to worry about, but I guess we could go say hello.
Gotta keep appearances first, then we can scout around a bit.
Oh, you pick fucking tonight to have a little bit of guile? Yeah, all right, let's go.
So, if there's anyone here from House Roldagost, I'll make my way over there.
If there's anyone here from House Roldagost, it seems they're like in backroom parlors, perhaps, because none of them are mingling with the... It does seem that like there's a very distinct absence of high table members within the sort of... Yeah, Dante would know that typically there would be like a series of like parlors or smoking rooms.
They're probably in the back with the Amcathras. I get it.
Yeah, like the Amcathras and the Wands, the Roldagosts, and, you know, like all of them, they typically keep to themselves and speak of important matters during times like this.
Yeah.
All
right.
Brunyandar sees Pixie and Gavin show up, and it's very obvious that he's unsurprised to see you, but he seems pleased. He seems to have a little bit less of a foul look when he sees you. When you approach him, he says, "Oh, yes, Lady Pixie, it is a pleasure to see you tonight."
It's good to see you too, Brunyandar. I wanted to thank you again for what you did for me the other day.
It was but a debt repaid, milady. I do not think that you need thank me anymore.
Well, I just wanted to introduce Gavin. Gavin is my partner. He is also a recent member of House Argentum. Gavin, this is Brunyandar. I don't recall if you've met.
Gavin like wipes his hand off on his pants, and he's like, "All right, how are you?" And then he like holds it out for a handshake. Brunyandar like looks at the hand, and he's like, yes, charmed," and he shakes it. "Yeah, no, I don't quite know you, but I've seen you around. You're that Margaster fella, all right?
You only shot at each other on a boat."
"Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, all right. We had that brief altercation, but we haven't met. I'm Gavin O'Toole, former Thieves Guild member, former tavern performer, world's greatest lover, and probably the most interesting bloke that you're gonna meet tonight, to be completely honest."
Gav, you think that's a little much?
Oh no. I'm a real fucking whiz at 3 Dragon Ante, if you're trying to get into a game. I play dice like pretty good. If you're looking for a song, I can get into that. No. Yeah, I just got to say.
Don't mind him, sir. He's very full of himself. Anyways, it's nice to see you again. We're gonna go mingle among some people we haven't met, and I might end up gagging Gavin. So, good day, sir.
I mean, only if I'm lucky. So,
I was about to
Brunyandar,
say, you hear a gasp from Dante a little ways away.
so Gavin like preoccupies himself with Brunyandar, and he starts talking as you're walking away. He's like, "No, seriously, like if you want to get into a card game, like right now, let's get some of these fucking high muckety mucks. I know you've got some fucking, I know you've got some fucking magic in you. I know you fucking got some. So we can fucking fleece these guys for
I'm
all
going
you got."
to like go and grab him.
No, Brunyandar holds
I
up a
like-
hand. He's like, "No, Pixie, it's all right. He's harmless. What kind of card game?" And then like
Brunyandar, the known gambling addict.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
A match made in heaven or hell. One of them.
Both?
Bori, you had made that you hadn't made it yet, I guess. I thought I saw it earlier, but can I get that? You would cast guidance on yourself. Can I get that perception check now?
Oh,
Oh my
Jesus!
God.
Dang.
is that's not with the D4, is it?
No.
No, you're also
well.
Tristan. I think you're muted.
27.
Can I
Only a 27.
Can I please get you to tell me what exactly that you're looking for? I think I know,
You
but
found it.
In order of importance,
Mhm.
Mithril Blade family members, dwarfs, people I know.
Gotcha. So, Bori, you are fairly well disguised. As you filter through the crowd, you notice several of your own household here.
Just to refresh, sorry to interrupt. He is disguised right now, yeah?
I did
Yes.
just say that, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I am indeed disguised.
Yes.
I just got a bucket, helmet on. That's about it, and some armor.
It's a disguise.
Well, yeah.
You notice the patriarch of the household and one of your cousins is in attendance.
Which cousin?
Let me pull it up. Womp 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 womp.
It's not Dulna, is it?
It's not Dolna. I'm not that mean.
Yeah, that's fair.
Where are we at? Nope. God damn it.
I want to know what kind of crazy homebrew ass shit you'd have to make Donna in 5e.
It's just a Hexblade Warlock mixed with Paladin.
Eldritch
yeah.
Knight works too.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just bloody smite.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I
swore I saved this too, but
definitely did. I definitely did.
Well, these guys read their notes.
Link's
Doric
Tome
is-
of Adventure?
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah,
have you guys
somebody.
heard of Link's Tome of Adventure?
Thanks, guys.
Hey, over at Link's Tome of Adventure, you can join up and start a brand new adventure, have a ton of fun for only the price of a movie ticket. Link is a professional dungeon master who runs games on every night of the week, and I think he's pretty darn good at it. He knows a lot of systems, and if you bring a system to him and there's enough real interest, then he's going to learn that one, get that started up for you too. Great guy, very inclusive. We hate bigots, but we love people over at Link's Tome of Adventure. I think those
Exactly.
are kind of the big ones. Check him out. He's worth it.
And almost entirely. In fact, entirely. There's no almost about it.
I feel like I nailed that ad.
Definitely
really
did. Definitely
Yeah.
did. Also,
getting
high
pretty
link,
good at it.
high link, by link.
High link,
Yeah,
by
I
link.
already got that in the chat. Don't worry.
Nice, nice. We love him. We love him. He's the
Yeah.
best.
Guys, we might be professional entertainers.
We're
Shouting out sponsors.
Well,
You know?
While you are reading, just to give you what's next for Torek, I think he's gonna try and drag Egan and Relica over to the Griffin Riders to say hi, because they're like, they're the guys, and I feel like I know Egan has a past.
The
and
Griffin
I'm like, well,
Riders are absolutely the jocks of this room.
yeah.
yes. It is your cousin.
Bebo.
Forsyth Gun-Iron.
Forsyth.
Oh, of course.
And then it is Torvald Hugehammer, the patriarch.
Forsyth sounds familiar.
Dad.
Yeah, your Fodger.
Yep.
They are seemingly present.
I will. I'll stick with Torek and Egan, but try to keep them, like, try to casually position myself so that they're kind of in the way, so that I'm not in direct line of sight of my family.
Give me a quick stealth.
Oh no!
I'm not making it like too hard. I should have saved
No,
the
no,
guidance for this.
I'm just asking for a quick stealth.
I believe. No.
Hey,
Aren't you in heavy armor?
Ah, there we go. Even worse. Here, we'll just roll another one and take the lower one. Take a 9.
All right. So, Bori, you start sort of flitting around following Torek, trying to position yourself between him and the eye line of your family members, and you don't seem to catch their eye. If they're paying you any attention, it seems casual glances at best. No particular attention being paid.
Good.
And then what was Torek doing?
Just going to say hi to the Griffin Riders, because they seem like my kind of people.
The jocks.
Yeah, the jocks in the room.
Okay. You make your way to
Griffin Riders.
One of the
Riders are very different.
you make your way to one of the Griffin Riders. As you approach, she seems to be having a conversation with some minor member of a noble house that you're unfamiliar with. They wear their crest, and if you really put your brain power to it, you might recognize them. But you're here. You're here for the
Can I
Griffin
use my
Rider.
brain power?
If you'd like,
Just to see.
sure.
No.
No. Unrecognizable to you. But the Griffin Rider, mid-conversation, she's like, so our routine patrols, we do go on twice a day. I get up on Hawktooth, and we go and we fly around Mount Waterdeep. We make a concentric circle downwards, and then when we reach back down to the palace parapets, we perch for a moment, we observe, and then should all things look good, we make a pass over the city proper. We do an observance over the city of the dead, and upon reaching our flight back to over the fields ward, we pay a bit of special attention to any strange traffic. We might make an appearance down there, land briefly, ask if anyone needs any assistance, and then we make our way back to the roost. Once we're back to the roost, and then as she's talking, you approach. She says, Hi. Can I help you?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bother you if you were in the middle of a conversation. I just wanted to stop by and say I appreciate the work you do in keeping the city safe.
Oh, thank you. Are you familiar with the Griffin Riders? Do you know any of us?
Never, never personally. I've seen a few on their route. Chit chatted a little bit. Sorry, my name is Torek, the Tempered of of House Argentum.
My name is Lady Touche Lemaire. I'm one of the Griffin Riders of Waterdeep. Are you interested in joining? Is this?
What exactly does that entail?
Oh, so typically we would put you through the rigorous training processes. You're brought in, you'll do a duty of service to the City Watch. After that duty of service is up and you've performed admirably, you'll be given a choice to become a Sergeant of Arms within the City Guard. If that tour of service does well, then you'll be approached by the Griffin Riders if you truly are the best of the best. Usually this comes with an application into the Riders. You usually know someone who knows someone, so to speak. You have a sponsor that will take you, and you will become a wing acolyte, and then when that is done, you will receive your own griffin to train and raise, and alongside them you will grow, and then you will become a Griffin Rider.
I don't think Matilda flies high enough, though, Torek.
What if I got my horse wings? Could I skip some of the steps? Because that sounds like a very long process.
The Griffin Riders are a long-standing, very tradition-based sect of our city. We are directly commanded by Lady Laryl Silverhand, whoever the Open Lord of Waterdeep is. And she has not decreed any amendments to our orders writ. So no, I don't think winged steeds count as a griffin for being a griffin rider.
Could I talk to her about that?
I'm sorry. Speak to
Could
Lady.
Yes.
Lady Laryl
and he says it so confidently.
Laryl Silverhand is here this evening, but I don't know if she'll have time to discuss amendments to our orders regulations.
Okay, but she's like the boss of who's in charge of the Griffin Riders, like top level.
Lady Laryl Silverhand, and then she places a hand over her heart. Lady Laryl Silverhand is the heart of the city, and she
I knew that.
Well, she's the Open Lord of Waterdeep. Her word is law, and what she deems be so becomes so. It is not particularly up for debate. So yes, she is the one that you would speak to for such things, but...
Great, could you point me towards her?
I believe that Lady Laryl Silverhand, if I even could get her attentions, which I am just a rider, her attentions are elsewhere for the evening. She is in
But
attendance.
Is she in the room?
No?
Which room is she in?
I don't know.
Could you ask her if she has a moment to talk to me?
No.
Okay. Understood. Thank you for your time, though.
What was your name?
Sir Torek, the Tempered of House Argentum.
Of House Argentum. Oh,
night attendant to Lady Relica, and I point to Relica, who I brought with me.
Relica's just standing there. She's like... Huh? Hi. Yes, hello. Well, Sir Torek of House Argentum, this has been lovely, but I am allowing this conversation to go on a bit long. I was in the
Wait,
middle
sorry,
of...
what was your name again? It slipped my mind.
I am Lady Touche Lemaire.
Touche? Like touch?
Touche Lemaire.
Is that Elvish or?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no, it's my name is Old. My family was Shadow Dalian.
Oh. Sure. I know what that means.
It's it's just a country to the east.
Oh, great. Well, yeah, it was a pleasure to meet you. Again, this is Relica and Egan of House Argentum. And I think I can speak for all of us when I say shout out to you for being great.
Thank you for the shout out.
Yeah.
Goodbye. And
Goodbye.
she turns to speak to the lady that she was speaking to before. What is Egan doing?
Other than following Torek around?
Yeah.
Just kind of glancing around a little bit. Not really trying not to be suspicious, just kind of trying to keep my eyes open to see who is taking note of my associates as they all wander through different directions. Like if anybody is like trying to keep their eyes on where Pixie is, or to keep track of Torek or Dante or Relica, I kind of want to see who's being nosy about what we're up to.
Okay. I will ask for a perception check, please.
I have that skill, so let's see how that works.
A 20.
Nice.
A 20.
Hell yeah.
That worked okay.
You keep your eyes peeled through the ballroom, sort of eyes flitting between different individuals that you're unfamiliar with, folks that you're actually quite well acquainted with, people like the folks from House Broken Gulf that have visited the house a few times. You notice the folks from House Cormalis you're familiar with by name and reputation. The only bit of strangeness that you see is that it seems like Brunyandar and Gavin have taken to a table and they are sitting shooting dice with several other members of nobility.
Okay.
Just to be clear, at this point, Pixie's just gonna roll her eyes and like walk away to mingle.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You had mentioned about like the guards and the Chamberlain and that are kind of keeping an eye on things.
Yeah.
I left my arms at home, but I'm kind of also curious to see if people came to this party like armed, or if everybody else is just in their civilian casual like me.
The vast majority have come completely unarmed, or at least unarmed to the naked eye. You notice that you've been associating with casters for long enough that there are like several implements that you recognize that are obviously like casting focuses or are some sort of
spell component pouches, that kind of stuff.
Not so much spell component pouches, but like obvious marks of arcane focus. Like maybe that one's a wand. Perhaps that one is like an arcane implement to focus their magic with. Is that a ring that stores spells? Like there's a couple of things that are like very obviously not quite what they seem on folks, but like they're not hiding them. It's just a mage is never without their tricks, so to speak, right? It's not a sword, so like it's not a sword, so it's not dangerous, right? Yeah, it's like, no, I use this to clean my shoes. It's just a wand of prestidigitation. Yeah, so
I brought my hammer because I'm a knight. That's what I do.
there is certain dispensations for knight attendants. It's like, I am literally the honor guard of such and such so and so, right?
Well, yeah, and that's why I thought I'd scan, because I was kind of expecting us to be like checked for weapons at the door kind of a thing, which is why I didn't bring any weapons. And so the fact that they didn't made me curious on how many people actually came to this thing armed. Since Torek is obviously swinging his hammer around at his hip and not
I did remember
disarmed.
I did remember Aaron saying that any weapons brought in would have to be peace bonded. Is that true, Aaron?
Yeah, like it's gonna take an extra action to like limber your weapon. But other than that, you are
The wands and staves don't seem to be peace bonded.
no,
Okay.
nope, they sure don't, because they look like a stick. They look like a walking assistance tool.
Right, yeah.
They seem, it's like, oh, this is just
You would
my
part an old
mobility
man
aid.
from his walking
Yeah,
stick.
that's exactly it. Yeah, yeah.
Our compound, I could see us falling for that. I didn't expect these guys to be, but I mean, I guess that way they have an excuse to have all theirs out too. So.
Yeah, they're either naive or supremely confident.
I
It's
will
that one.
guess it's not being naive.
Yeah, they're not like, Torlin once comes out and he's like, man, a lot of sticks in here tonight, eh? How weird.
As he has
Didn't
an
realize
Afridi
everybody
manning his
had a
door.
limp.
Yeah, he's like, listen, I pick up a cool looking stick too from time to time. He's like, this one looks like a gun. Like,
I gotta show this to the nobility.
Oh my god.
Brunyandar's gonna love it.
So the night wears on. You mingle a little bit. There's not a particular amount of folks that come seeking out your attentions at the moment. About an hour or two pass, and you hear a heralding trumpet come from one of the far-reaching doors. A spectral horn has appeared out of thin air and is blasting notes of music into the air, literally. And then appearing just below it is an apparition of a man. Now presenting Lord Torlin Wands.
Woo! Hear, hear!
You hear a lot of claps.
Dante starts clapping.
A man no older than perhaps 30 walks through the double doors. He is in the attendance of no one. In one hand, a staff, the other tucked behind his back, and he walks forward with deliberate steps, his staff clacking against the stone floor, just with a... His voice booms out, magically amplified into the ballroom. Gathered nobility, it is my pleasure tonight to bid you all greeting. Thank you for coming and celebrating this time-honored tradition with me. A celebration of life, the tradition of upholding the social status of us and our peers, the flow of coin, the making of merry, the interconnectedness of those that stand just above so that they may take care of those below. We will commence the dance shortly, but I would like to say please, for those that are new, directly after the dance, we will be reigniting the Mythal. The dragon ward that keeps us safe. The umbrella of protection that has kept the draconic menace out of Waterdeep for eons. As you observe, I would like you all to remember. Some of you are old enough to remember. Peace is a privilege that we do not have at the hands of merchants, at the hands of nobility, at the hands of the gods. It was a master of the arcane that came before us, Grand Magister Agyron, that saw fit to keep us protected from this threat. And in his stead, I wield the splinter of his staff in order to keep his magic flowing. It is my house that takes on the responsibility. And we have the privilege to commit this deed year after year. I thank you all. And please, bards.
As everyone claps and the music starts up, Aaron, I'm going to use the chaos to message Torlin Wands and tell him a red wizard tried to hire us to steal the shard. Beware.
You're going to do what, sorry? What
I'm going to use the message cantrip to Torlin Wands, and I'm going to tell him that a red wizard attempted to hire us to steal the shard, or help him steal it. Beware.
Okay. If he gets the message, hears it, or makes note of it, you cannot tell.
He doesn't respond?
He does not respond.
Okay, perfect. That's all. Yep. I just let him know.
Okay. The music starts up.
Mm-hmm.
A grand jaunty tune plays from what seems to be corners of the room, played by actual physical people. Bards come out from the woodwork, playing lutes, lyres, pan flutes, hand drums, and other implements, and they start slowly circling the room to make it seem as if the music is coming from everywhere.
If Gavin doesn't take Pixie's hand, Dante will to the dance floor.
Gavin is absolutely going to come up and take Pixie's hand.
I figured.
Yes.
Dante will take Egan then, if they accept.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Relica takes out her hand and she holds it in front of Torek.
Why did I get so nervous? I feel like I really killed it in the bedroom, and now I am really nervous in front of all these guys and people watching me.
It's because you think that everybody here is really cool.
Okay, you're right.
And even cooler than you.
Okay, that's
Okay, here's the thing. Fighting is all well and good. That's really cool. You're very good at it. But to be completely honest, if you don't completely rock this and we absolutely embarrass everybody here and you make me look like a princess, it's over. Okay, take my hand, let's go.
Dante leans into Egan and goes, "We're gonna help those two look good, right?"
I look.
How do we
I
do
look
that?
at
Follow
at
my
Bori and I beg him to help me.
Bori's just
Wait. Torek, I would like you to make actually no. Bori, can I please get an insight with advantage? The pleading look in Torek's eyes is very apparent. It's panic mixed with just like 21. Oh,
There we go.
Bori, you can tell even at a glance, Torek is begging for magical assistance. He needs this.
I need magical assistance.
Everything is on the line.
You see Bori like fumble for a second. He mutters to himself, Baronar, please assist Torek in his quest for starting a family, I think. And I'm gonna
Holy shit.
Wait, what's performance?
It's charisma,
Charisma,
usually.
yeah.
Sure, you know what? Let's
Ooh, a little eagle splendor.
that's what I'm thinking.
Just got even hotter.
Uh-huh.
Oh, where is it in this? Oh, I don't have that. Yeah, we'll do that. Sure. Oop. Fuck. Sorry, everybody.
You got
I'm not used to spells.
Yeah, there you go.
I did it.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh.
so
Thank you.
are you upcasting it or are you just doing second level? You can upcast it to affect extra people.
Torek's the only one that needs to dance good.
All right, fair enough.
And I guess if I have time, I can hit him with guidance too. But that is a story dad thing.
You have to
No, you
touch
got-
him for that.
You got time. You got time.
All right, we will hit him with guidance and we'll
Uh-huh.
give him a poke.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'm ready. Plus a D4. 17.
Not bad.
Pixie, can I also please get a performance from you?
Oh God.
As you're dancing with Gavin,
Oh God.
Oh, no. The plunging neckline.
as you're dancing, I'd like you to make it with advantage real quick though. As you're dancing with Gavin, he starts softening,
Okay. Thank God.
and like a lot of his like gruff and sort of sarcastic, self-aggrandizing demeanor sort of like melts away. This is actually the very first time that anyone has seen Gavin perform. He hasn't sung, he hasn't danced, he hasn't played an instrument before, but Pixie, your body melts into his. He takes a very practiced hand. His footwork leads yours forward and back, and a lot of his self-aggrandizing and sort of joking demeanor sort of melts away, and he very softly makes suggestions to you. It's like, no, love, left foot forward, and we're going to move this way now. I'm going to be twirling you like this, and then he spins you and dips, and there's a couple of fancy maneuvers, takes you behind the back, and presses you against him, and moves throughout the dance floor very, very fluidly. It seems as if it's almost enchanted the way that he's doing it, but in some way his moves are just incredibly surreal. You notice that as well, Torek, you also notice that this dance in particular seems to have a theme to it. There is an exchanging of partners during certain beats in the music. As the music reaches a crescendo, the partners change. As it reaches a crescendo, the partners change. And so on and so forth. And Gavin lets go of Pixie. He says, all right, love, just keep going like that, and you won't have a problem. I'm telling you. And if anybody gets too handsy, you just give them a good stab. All right. And then
I don't have my dagger.
Then fucking bite him, love. And then then he lets you go into the arms of one of the noble members of another household. Torek.
during the passing of partners, Torek is going to lift gently and like spin Relica towards her next partner.
Relica during the dance seems a little bit impressed by you. Nowhere near the sort of level that you had within the bedroom. She says, all right, yeah, no, this is okay, yeah, no, spin me
It's
now,
nerves.
spin me now. She's definitely leading. Yeah, all right, and then, can I get performance checks, please, from Egan and Dante?
First of
We
all,
must stretch first
I'd like to
we gotta
cast. Oh, I'm gonna stretch. Oh,
and hydrate.
oh, oh, oh.
You should hydrate.
All right. First of all, can I cast Minor Illusion to add some like real fun touches to the dance that we're doing? It's like a little bit of like fiery sparks coming from like Egan's hooves as they move, like that kind of stuff. I want to spice it up a little bit.
Absolutely, you can.
Also, can I, instead of like doing my utmost to look good, give Egan the help action while they lead the dance?
You absolutely could, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do that then.
Okay, then Egan, you're just going to roll performance with advantage.
You got this.
When you said that we were helping Torek,
Well,
we
he
don't have
already
to
got
make our-
got
Okay.
advantage from
So-
Bori's spell.
All
And
right,
that's what I was
so-
going to do, is just give him the help action.
So we don't have to look like idiots. 'cause
Yep.
I don't necessarily want anyone to think I don't have any moves just because we want Torek to look good.
Yep, exactly.
Performance,
There
not persuasion.
Oh, well.
Is it the
right
same
beside
score?
each
Is it
other.
the same score?
It's the exact same score.
Okay, yeah, then we can. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that. There we go.
I'll
Take that.
re-roll
want
it if
them
you
to
really want
dance
me
good.
to.
Okay,
Dante?
yeah.
Yeah. How tall is Egan again?
Pardon?
How tall is Egan again?
5'3".
Dante is fully 6 feet tall and being dipped.
Yes. I will.
That's
I
what's happening.
100% will dip you.
Yeah, yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So a lot of the eyes in the room, you notice like some of the spectators that have like abstained from dancing, or folks that are like directly your dancing partner adjacent. Egan is drawing quite a bit of attention to themselves. It seems that people are sort of jockeying to be Egan's next dance partner. There's a few people that are flitting around and competing to dance with them.
Pixie is going to butt in front of all of those people.
And dance with Egan next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay, so it's Pixie and Egan dancing next. Torek, you spin Relica into the arms of another Waterdavian nobleman.
I shoot him, like, as she's spun halfway in the air, I shoot him the most hellishly terrifying glare.
Can I get an
possible.
intimidate, please?
Yeah.
Oh,
One!
I mean, he wasn't even supposed to be rolling with advantage. Oh, he does
Yeah, I have
roll with
Eagle
advantage
Splendor.
from Eagle Splendor.
Oh yeah. The guy looks at you, and it seems almost to him like you're shooting him like give it a go,
Oh,
buddy.
no.
Like
I got him
like-
murdered.
yeah, he looks at you, and he just shoots. He's like, oh yeah, and then he starts spinning Relica
Accidental
away.
Paul.
And
You'll love to see
Torek
it.
is now actually worried for his life and just goes to find his next
Oh.
partner.
Dante,
Mhm.
you're picked up by someone that you recognize.
Okay.
It is Beatrice Brokengulf.
Oh.
Yeah. An individual that is a part of the Broken Gulfs, the House of Monster Tamers.
Mhm.
And they go to dance away with you.
Yeah, of course.
Torek, you are approached by a dwarven woman that is of a house that you probably don't recognize.
May I?
If you'd like.
History.
And then may I.
13.
13. This is very likely one of Bori's clanmates.
Sweet.
Yes.
What?
Is she cute?
Ruddy cheeks, ample bosom, braids that come down almost to her hips, a diadem of stone and gem work across her brow, angular, strong dwarven features, a very nice pointed nose, rounded ears, pleasant demeanor. She looks at you and smiles and then takes your hand and you begin to dance. She speaks something into your ear as the song crescendos.
Can she reach that high?
She speaks something into your dick and balls.
No, I do some like fun lifts.
For
I do
sure,
some
for
fun
sure.
lifts
Yeah,
as
like
we move, you
yeah,
know.
I know you're a million feet tall. In one way or another, she speaks to you in a very private way. And you just get a single word from her, and it's right before the music crescendos and you find another partner. You just come in, and her mouth is almost right by your ear, and she just says help, and then she is spun away.
Okay.
Bori, being very
Yes.
observant of the room and not being a dancer, you notice that a third member of your family has made their appearance. This third member being Raga Redax.
I think I would like to roll an insight check on that help. Did that sound genuine or like a trap? Boop. That's not. I don't have that.
No, you
It's
don't.
not real.
It's not.
Doesn't count.
Don't count.
10.
A 10? It seems genuine to you, but it's hard. You have a very trusting heart.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you'd like to know, Bori?
Nope. I have the information I need.
All right.
I mean, I just see her dancing with Torek.
Yeah.
I think
I don't see anything weird.
You don't see anything weird yet.
I think I'm gonna try and keep an eye on her as we dance, while still still being attentive to my dance partners, but just like tracking where she is in the room.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
For Miss Broken Golf that
Uh-huh.
I'm dancing with.
Yep.
I'll make an effort to sort of, make sure to really let her take my hands, and at the same time feel for a missing finger like a doppelganger would have, very subtly.
Give me an insight.
Okay.
Seems pretty normal. If there's
Seems legit. Okay.
At a cursory glance, does not seem to have
Mhm.
any of the hallmarks of an imperfect doppelganger.
All right. I make pleasant conversation with her then. How have you been? How are the kids while we're out on the dance floor? If she's old enough to have kids, if she's not, I'll ask very basic questions.
No,
Friendly ones.
she's definitely old enough to be of childbearing age. Like she's in her early 20s. But
Mhm.
the she has a very like casual conversation with you.
Casual, cursory.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Very simple, but she does ask you a very a kind of strange question.
Mhm.
She says, "So how's Bori doing in the Argentum household? I had heard he went missing."
Kill her now.
I want to make an insight check for how she knows that.
You will have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's no way. It's like, I
She kind of catches I let her catch me off guard a little,
Yeah.
and I don't answer right away, trying to get her to volunteer some more.
She just keeps
I
dancing.
make it look like I'm thinking.
Sure. Yeah, she just keeps dancing with you.
I'll answer back, "Who's Bori?" with a smile.
Bori Mithrilbraid. He went missing from his household some time ago. He's been a part of a rash of missing folks that have been that have been lost from our houses. That the young Cormalis boy, as well as Bori, and a few others. I heard that he had turned up at your household, and I was wondering if he's doing well.
Oh,
We're a friend of House Argentum, so I'm assuming he's in...
I think you have me mistaken. I'm actually from House Roldagost. I'm just here with House Argentum tonight. You probably have to ask them for more information.
I was under the impression that you were staying with them.
I have been some of the time. I don't pay attention to all of their goings on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just quite good friends with Philinthril. We speak from time to time and get tea.
All right, good to know. I had no idea he had such prodigious contacts throughout the city. That's good to know. He's a well-informed man.
He's an equestrian. Myself and Philinthril waxed philosophic on the sort of shoeing that you should do on Pegasi and
husbandry, all those sorts of things, I imagine.
Oh yes, we have a very
of course
friendly dialogue.
Oh, very good. Yes, I'll be sure to. You know what? I'll ask and see what they might know.
A mild curiosity. I doubt that it might. You need not.
Very good. And I'll do the same thing that I did with Egan and give her the help action instead of
for sure.
taking the glory for myself.
All right. Then can I get another performance from Torek, from Pixie, and Egan?
All right, boss, let's knock their house down.
Hey, that's better.
Uh-oh.
Egan just starts stepping all over Pixie's toes.
Oh, you rolled good enough. You should get out of the way.
Yeah.
Egan, your steps start to get a little bit stilted. The size difference between you and Pixie, even though you are on the shorter side, still is enough to like throw you off a little bit. Whereas you're used to handling someone that is of a larger size. The small demeanor of Pixie sort of throws you for a little bit of a loop. Pixie, on the other hand, you seem to have smooth moves throughout the entire dance, sort of whirling around Egan, not using a lot of Egan's moves or their footwork to sort of base your own off of, but you make a very good dance of it yourself. Torek, as you spin away the dwarven woman, you do a couple of flourishes that immediately bring one more person. You all hear the music start to swell in a very sort of climax sort of way. It seems as if the dance is nearing its end. As you all trade off partners, Egan, you are brought to the hand of a young drow woman. She is not wearing the typical trappings of like an underdark sort of residing noblewoman. It seems as if she's wearing dark but elegant clothing befitting nobility of Waterdeep that might have a little bit of a sort of darker aesthetic. She takes your hand and she says, "Egan Wildflame," as if she knows your name very well. She takes your hand. I heard that you're the hero of Thonehold.
somewhat exaggerated, but
Your father's Kelso, correct?
yes.
Kelso's fairly well known to my house.
In Abyssal, I'll go, which house is that?
She looks confused as if she doesn't understand what you're saying. She's like, "I'm sorry, come again?"
Oh, apologies. I only know some dialects.
Oh,
I was trying to speak
she's like, "Was that Abyssal?
with you.
Was that Abyssal?"
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I've spoken with your people before like
my
that.
dear, I am not from the Underdark.
Oh, okay.
I
I
understand the
don't know
presumption.
Elven, so that's the only dark elf language I know.
I don't speak Elven.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
was
it makes two of us.
Water Davian born and raised. But
Oh.
my house is your father is well known to us. We exchange missives with one another. He saved several of our trade caravans back in the day that were traveling on the high road going to the Sword Mountains. But I've heard rumors of you. How you came back changed from Thornhold. By all accounts, you look far different than you did but some months ago.
It was a learning experience for sure. But you sorry, I was trying to ask what house you were from. You said my father was known well in your house.
I am the master of coin for House Amcathra.
Ah.
Of the High Table. Regardless, please regale me a tale as we dance. And then she will take your hand and you'll begin dancing. And do you tell her the story of how you and the House Argentum saved Thornhold?
Obviously, it would be a very condensed version of that story.
Whatever you can
3
fit in.
hours, let's-
Yeah, whatever you can fit in 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's see how what would I be rolling to see how effectively I can condense that?
Nothing really.
Okay.
I would say that you could effectively.
I'll
get
just give
across
the
the big-
highlights. I'll
Yes.
just give the highlights then, but I will gloss over the of the far realm mutagen situation. Like I'll just kind of skip over the stuff that messed me up and
Some weird
just-
monster from another dimension did this to me.
Yeah. Well, I'll mention we faced off of creatures from another dimension, but I'll not really go into the details that she seems to be very focused on because she hasn't even given me her actual name yet. So
She
I'm
has
not necessarily
not
going
said
to.
her name.
So and it took a couple asking Steve and get what house she is. So I am not going to just be forthcoming with information like that.
Right.
But
right.
I'll talk about sneaking into the town and
How
rescuing
Torek
the
plummeted
elders
from the
and
bridge.
blowing up the bridge and Torek and I free falling and
Gotcha.
all that good stuff. Facing off against the Zins.
Awesome. Okay. As you finish the dance, can I get a performance from you, please? Oof. Gotcha.
Man, I should have upcast it and helped Egan. Oh well.
I didn't want to tell you what to do.
Hey,
You know what? Egan didn't give me the look, so I didn't know.
if I was just dancing by myself and feeling the music, it'd be athletics and I'd be fine. But
It'd
I'm
be a
from the
different thing.
show, so
That's
it's
right.
performance.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Dante, you're led into the hands of a halfling man.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Do I have to pick him up?
You don't have to pick him up,
All right.
but you're definitely leading the dance, which is a little bit strange for you.
I was gonna say Dante doesn't really care either way. He was just content to help out those who might not be as good at it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
He grabs your hand. You begin to dance,
Yep.
and he says a name to you
Mm-hmm.
that rings a bell. Junkio Humor, at your service. And then he starts to dance.
Can you say that one more time?
Junkio Humor.
Junkyo.
K-I-O.
K-I-O. And then humor, exactly like it sounds.
Yeah.
Where do I know him from?
That is the name. Oh, I don't remember if Dante was there. Was Dante there when the names of the Red Sash saboteurs were said?
Was that at House
No,
Roldagost?
Dante was in the
Yeah, right? Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
was...
was in-
library.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
was in the library. Either way, I was like, well met, Junkio. Dante Roldagost.
So, tell me about yourself. And then you two begin to dance and have sort of a playful conversation. That's about
I
it.
give him the bare necessities of Dante's life and the fun bits that I've had living in Waterdeep over the last 2 to 3 odd centuries. Nothing relevant to today, but just some things that people around town might know me for.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
He says
And I
very,
asked the same back.
he says very little of himself in the exact same way. He
Gotcha.
sort of gives some he's like, my name's Junkio Humor. I'm known as a businessman within the Bakers Guild. I have made a name for myself within the Halfling Quarter. We have made inroads into the rail system that is now purveying the or permeating the Underdark or the Undermountain layer. But like, I make my way through all of the different avenues of Waterdeep.
Rail system, you don't say. I happen to know
Yeah.
the fine folks over at the Thousand Heads. Maybe I could make an introduction.
Well, perhaps. I'm mostly just flogging baked goods from to and fro, but I am interested in these. I'd like to get steaming hot buns from, the trades ward all the way down to the dock ward while they're still hot.
A very, very possible endeavor, my friend. You've piqued my interest, and I'll keep that in mind.
Right.
And am I making a performance check now?
Yes, please.
17.
17. Gotcha. Yeah, your footwork is clean and very well put together. You seem to have more than enough experience dancing. You have been going hand in hand with Waterdavian nobility for the vast majority of your life. You know how to perform. You have your up days, you have your down days, but at your heart of hearts, you actually fully understand how to dance. Torek, you are given the hand of a seemingly battle-scarred veteran of the City Watch. It is an older lady, perhaps in her 50s, human, one cloudy eye, scar across it, broad shoulders, a badge of honor upon one of her lapels, and a very sensible but elegant sort of pantsuit. She takes your hand, and she immediately tries to lead.
Oh, yeah. Torek very rarely gets led, and he's down.
She rolled a nat 20.
Oh my god!
Oh,
On
we
the
let her
performance.
leave.
On the performance.
Better watch out, Relica.
My name's Braith Gintarn. It's nice to
Okay.
meet you.
I'm Torek.
I know who you are.
Okay.
Wait, Braith Gintarn?
Braith Gintarn.
Okay.
I have that NPC written down, Aaron.
Yes, you do.
I have her written down as a tiefling. Has that changed?
Do you have Hepton Brisk written down as a human?
Hepton Brisk? No.
Yeah. No? Okay, I might have fucked that up because they're side by side.
Yeah, fair enough.
We
yeah,
can
yeah.
no, we can put her down as a tiefling. This changes nothing.
All right, fair enough.
Awesome.
Yes.
Better.
The features remain the same. However, her skin is now a deep dark purple, and she has spiraling goat-like horns coming off of her head.
I have her written down as the captain of the city watch in the dock ward.
Yep. A goblin's notebook. I know. So,
Wait, you know me as we dance.
you're Torek the Tempered, the one that brought down Agnes the Blade at the hand, or at the side of Pixie Argentum.
Nail on the head. Yep.
Yes. You're the one that took Gavin O'Toole off the streets. You're the one that saved Thornhold, and if I'm not mistaken, you're the one that saved an entire guard outpost. I know.
Yeah.
I know who you are.
Great. You seem cool.
I don't have a lot of time.
Okay.
I have.
Are you sick?
No, I've been waiting for this moment for a little bit now. I can only
Okay.
take control for a very short amount of time.
Control of what?
Deep beneath the city, within Undermountain, there is a series of chambers that are being held by the unseen. It is where they are keeping some of the most important members to be used for imperfect doppelgangers. I am one of them. And then she spins you.
Okay.
Their magics aren't just imperfect of the body, they are imperfect of the mind. Something is going to happen tonight. I am linked with the minds of those that are around me, but it is foggy and I do not have perfect control.
Give me a number.
I cannot give you a number. I can give you a time, and I can tell you one name. And
Do
she goes into your ear. Sinthress, the breaker of the mirror.
Does that name ring a bell?
No bells.
Okay.
They are here
No,
tonight.
no. They're nobles.
Thank you. No, there's Sinthress is here this evening. At the apex of the evening, when everyone is distracted, they are going to make their move. I don't know if anyone can stop them. The fruition of what they have been doing is happening here. We have been complacent for too long. I have made mistakes. I am captured. You cannot let the same happen to you. Do you
I
hear?
just say, as I'm looking at her face, I just say, Toothin.
As I call the Ifrit.
Toothin appears at your side. As Toothin appears at your side, her eyes start to cloud over for just a moment, and a few more words come out. They fear Pixie.
And I spin her away.
And then she just spins away. No, she spins you away.
Yeah, and I grab Toothin. I grab Toothin really quick, and
Ah.
I download as fast as I can what I just heard.
So, it would seem their play is being made here tonight.
Do what you can to be ready. When do you know when that is? Do you know when that would be? The climax of the evening, or whatever she said?
The ignition of the mythal.
Soon.
Moments away. Minutes.
Can you magically put a suit of armor on me?
I can.
Hell yeah. Would you please?
You are clothed head to toe in a suit of full plate armor.
What does it look like?
It
Very
is
important.
a polished steel. The accents where the armors meet, in the gaps between the armor, it is a strange pearlescent red. At the knees, deep red. The armor caps upon the elbows, deep red. The plume that crests from the top of your head and down your neck is a very elegant feather of some red bird. He says, I must go to Torlin.
Yeah,
And then
I give him the nod.
He disappears.
Do I not get a dance?
Pixie is now dancing. No, you do. You do.
Okay.
But that is going on. That happens during his dance. So, Pixie, you're put into the hands of the same halfling man that was dancing with Dante. And you recognize the name almost immediately as he announces himself. Junkio Humor, at your service.
Pixie Argentum.
So, this is your first summer ball.
Is it? I thought I've been to one of these before with my parents.
Well, yes, but you've been dancing. I believe this might be the first time that you've actually been here. I mean, perhaps the kids' table. But I would not have seen you.
Well, I guess that's true. But as the head of house, I feel like it's appropriate for me to be here.
Yeah, that happened rather suddenly.
It did. It was unexpected even to me.
Are your fathers okay?
Yep, they're just fine. Why do you ask?
Oh, just making conversation.
Can I roll an insight?
Sure.
Oh my god, I have -1 on that. Fuck me. 16.
Damn.
Seems as if there's something amiss. It's a strange question to ask so up front, but he doesn't seem to... He might just be weird.
Pretty personal questions you're asking for having met for the first time.
Well, I think this is your first ball. I don't think it's too terribly intrusive at all, actually. We get to know each other here.
Okay, well then tell me about you.
I am a baker. I operate out of the Bakers Guild, and I have been an indispensable asset to quite a few of the noble houses here in Waterdeep. I am currently working on a subterranean rail system to get goods from the trades ward to the dock ward in a very expeditious manner.
Fuck her.
That is me.
Are you trying to sell me something?
I'm not selling anything.
Well, then why don't we just dance?
That's just fine to me. And go ahead and make your last performance.
Yeah, fuck, 8.
Ah! Okay. As the music comes to a close, and Torlin comes out once again at the heralding of a horn, he gestures to everyone, his voice once again enhanced. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else, I ask
And
you...
Torek just yells, "Prepare yourselves!" as loudly as he can through the room and interrupting Torland.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Oh no, I can't do it. I can only do it to my voice. I can't do it to Torek's voice.
Oh, you're gonna cast thaumaturgy.
I was going to make him yell louder, but I
I
can't do
yell with the lungs that it takes to be heard in a gladiatorial arena.
Head spin to turn to Torek.
I scan the rest of the room to see what the hell Torek's freaked out about.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same.
No one seems to be harmed. There's no clanging of swords or casting of spells. Torlin, everyone waits for Torlin to speak. Torlin looks to you, Torek. And then you hear the cluck, cluck, cluck as he starts stepping towards you. Young man, it is rude to interrupt. Perhaps you and I should have a conversation briefly after I make my announcement about just what we should be prepared for. Don't you think?
Torland, you need to hear me now.
He snaps his finger, waves his hand, and then you two are cocooned in a semicircle of silence. And then your minds link. And then everything goes dark as he waves his hand another time. We now have privacy, real privacy. What do you want? Toothin came to me. What is it?
You harbor a wealth of doppelgangers who plan to strike in mere moments as you light the mythal flame.
You get a very strange, almost alien feeling in your mind for a moment. And you feel the intrusion before it happens. Can I get a wisdom saving throw, please?
Is this for an effect to be charmed?
Nope.
Okay, wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
25.
Oh my god.
So that's a that's a natural 18, yeah.
I see. You're a resilient one.
Insight, is he trying to kill me with brain stuff?
You hear in your head, the intrusion doesn't worm its way in your brain, but you hear, Torek, I know why you're here and who you are. You fail. Doppelgangers? That's just the start. You immediately feel a hand on your chest. Can I get a saving throw to be determined? So bad at this.
In
I was about to
between-
say, like, no, it's
in
only
between-
8:37. We still got time.
in between those two spells being cast,
Uh-huh.
I would like to cast a spell of my own, and I would like to cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Ooh, that'll give you advantage, right?
Depending.
On his creature type.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Aberration, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Yeah, this will help.
Okay.
Where the fuck is the saving throw for this?
It sounds like it's probably charisma.
It's
Okay,
definitely not. Where the fuck is the saving throw for this?
if it
If
has,
maybe
it's
there
gotta
isn't
be.
one.
It is a charisma saving throw. Fuck this.
Oh!
God damn it.
You manifested it into existence.
That's so
That's
bullshit.
correct.
Why is this
Charisma
charisma?
saving
All right.
throw?
Yeah, it is.
And now you have advantage too.
25 again.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Wait, was this one a charm?
No, it fucking
Okay,
sure
great.
wasn't.
Okay.
You hear a faint whistling of wind coming from what seems to be every direction, and then you feel a hook in your gut that doesn't feel solid, like it's grabbing at your soul, and it pulls you. You physically recoil and then steel yourself. And in doing so, the hook tears out, and you maintain your footing. Torlin seems to have left your vicinity.
Am I back in the room?
You're still in a silence and darkened hemisphere, but you are there, yes.
But he's gone.
He seems gone.
I mean, I'm gonna tear out of the silence bubble, and again, I'm just gonna yell,
Arm yourselves!
A few people look at you strangely.
and then I would actually. Can I roll a persuasion check or intimidation check? Is that an option?
You look around the room and you start shouting these commands. Can I get a persuasion at disadvantage, please? People are looking
So-
at you incredulously. They are of greater social standing than you. You're crying like mad.
So straight because I have Eagle Splendor.
It would be straight, yes.
20.
A 20. A few people heed your words. They start like snatching at like magical implements. A few people produce daggers from sleeves. A couple people do, but then a few step forward. Braith, Junkyo, a couple of others that you don't recognize. The patriarch of House Mithril Braid steps forward. Who are ye to be saying these things?
I'm your worst enemy, dickhead.
And I just swing.
Aaron, are they within a 5-foot radius cylinder?
Who?
The ones that are stepping forward and getting in Torik's face.
Not
as
even
he's
close.
going.
This ballroom's huge. People have
Okay.
sort of started making a circle around Torik and the
Can I
goings
catch at
on,
least a
but-
couple of them in an effect of that area?
you might be able to hit one. A 5-foot cylinder is like a single square.
5-foot radius.
Radius?
So it's like
it's like a 10 foot. I would say probably not. Everybody's pretty spread out. You're gonna have a hard time only hitting one person.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a 5-foot radius and then 40 feet tall.
Yeah,
It's
just there's still these crushes of people. Like, to just target a single person with like an area of effect is going to be nigh on impossible.
Okay. I'll say to Torek, hold on a moment, Torek. Let them step forward.
And then I hold.
Until
I
they're
hear
out
Dante and I just hold.
Until they're out in the open, and I'm not going to hit anyone else, Aaron.
Okay, yeah.
And then as soon as they're out in the open, I cast Moonbeam from the Wand of Moonbeams that I have.
Okay.
This is
We're
crazy.
taking a gamble here.
Thanks, Dante, for trusting Torek with everything.
So
what's... Yeah.
So
that is a nat 20 on the saving throw.
So here's the description for Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Silvery beam of pale light shines down, yada, yada, yada. Until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames, must make a Constitution saving throw, or take 2d10 radiant damage. A shape changer makes this saving throw with disadvantage.
Ooh.
If it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
Bori, Egan, Torek, Pixie, Relica, and Gavin, all of those gathering see the Patriarch of House Mithrilbraid illuminated in this silvery moonlight.
Dante holding a wand aloft, speaking a word of power.
And their form elongates suddenly, erupts outwards. Elongated fingers, slivers of eyes, a lipless mouth, flattened nose, very broad brow, a doppelganger.
Heed the words of Torek the Tempered. Doppelgangers move amongst you.
There's a collective gasp from the crowd, a gigantic flurry of motion as people go to run out of the room. A few people apparate and just disappear from sight. And then suddenly, and with a very pronounced popping of your ears and an ionizing smell in your nose, the Patriarch of House Mithrilbraid disappears. And standing in their place is Torlin. You would come to my house, and you would cast spells under its roof on guests that I have brought in.
It's not your house.
It is my house.
They weren't your guests.
I'm sorry, did I say that I didn't invite doppelgangers? And who are you to say that they weren't guests? Do you think that folks of different shape and size are not welcome here when I bid them to be? Regardless of the form that they take, he was invited by me.
I cast Divine Sense.
Very obviously an aberration.
Is he, if he's standing in the place that the patron of House Mithril was, the moonbeam is still there?
Adjacent to it, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely wouldn't have manifested there.
Does he
Pixie is
dispel it?
going to yell at this guy and be like, these doppelgangers are taking over noble houses, kidnapping nobles, and replacing them. And you invite one of them into our midst?
I think he knows that, Pixie.
I see no proof.
I move the moonbeam onto him.
As you go to move it, he counterspells it.
He'd have to dispel, but if he has a ready to action, it does it. But,
He definitely would.
Okay.
Who else is in the room? Who has left? Who's still here? What are we?
You've
looking
got about 24 folks that are standing semi-ready, looking at the goings-on. A few people that you don't recognize. Braith is there. The drow woman, the nameless drow woman, is still in attendance. Beatrice Brokengulf is still there. Relica, Gavin, Brunyandar is still present, very unsure of himself. The folks that were sitting at his table still in attendance. Hear me now. You can stay, and you can oversee the reignition of the Mythal, as is your right as members of noble houses of Waterdeep. What you do not have the right to do is violence within my home.
I'm just keeping my eyes on Pixie to see what direction she chooses to take this.
So,
can
question.
I take like a quick look around and just see if anybody's like moving in on me?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a perception. Yeah.
$17.
It seems like nobody's making a move. The folks that are still gathered here are either like sure of themselves and they're ready for what's coming, or it's folks that are very like not on one side or the other and just watching.
Pixie is going to give a bit of a sarcastic bow and be like, "As you wish." And just kind of glare.
Thank you. What of the rest of you?
Are you one of them as well?
No.
Insight. Oh, fuck. Dante's eyes narrow and he defers. He doesn't defer to Pixie, but he'll mirror the same sarcastic bow.
What are you, Torlin?
I am the master of House Wands. I am the keeper of the Shard of the Dragon Staff. And I am your host for this evening.
I look over to Pixie. Pixie knows that look, and it's a plead, it's a beg, it's a let me off my leash, please.
I just mouth the words, "Not yet," to him, putting emphasis on the "yet."
Torek holsters his hammer.
Well, now that our gathered have been reduced in numbers, it is going to be a rather sad showing for the reignition of the mythal, but please, let us continue. If you would follow me. He turns on a heel and then goes to walk back through the doors that he came through, leaving them open.
So
what
is he going? Sorry,
does the
you go ahead, Tristan.
what does the Torvald doppelganger do?
The Torvald doppelganger has disappeared.
Like, disappeared into the crowd, or teleported, or...
There was a moment where where your ears popped and you smelt sort of like an ionizing scent, and then Torvald disappeared. It seems as if he has been absconded with magic of some sort, but as far as you know, you can make an Arcana check if you'd like.
Sure, why not? I like rolling dice. Nope.
No. Some sort of high magic seems to have taken him away. What form that takes is a mystery to you, though.
I got nothing.
The other mithril braids are still in attendance.
I will stand with House Argentum.
Gotcha. The rest of the folks that have gathered, a few of them leave. Braith,
Like not following him. They,
not
like, head out
following him.
the other
Yeah,
way?
they leave.
Okay.
Yeah. Braith leaves. Junkio leaves. And as well as a few strangers that you don't recognize. But Brunyandar and the rest of everyone does make their way there. Through the doors.
I follow as well.
I follow, and I lean over to Dante, and I go, Dante, do you have the kind of juice it would take to destroy it?
The mythal?
Yeah. Obviously, it's part of their evil plan.
I don't have enough time to explain to you how bad of an idea that would be.
Okay, then...
The mythal is what keeps dragons out of Waterdeep.
Well, you know what's worse than dragons? Whatever the fuck he is.
That's arguable. Let's see where this goes, Torek.
You walk through the double doors, and you're led to a room that seems to be built majority of cogs. They click underneath a glass floor as a clock would. The walls shift with the ticking of the clock above where the doorway sits, in a very obvious rhythm. It seems as if this room is being used as a gigantic, hyper-specific time holder for the expiration of the mythal. In the middle of the room sits a dais, raised about 7-8 feet off the ground, and atop it stands Torlin. Torlin to his side stands Toothen. And to his other side stands the doppelganger that was... oh my god. Forsyth. Not Forsyth.
Torvald.
Torvald.
Yes. The door behind you closes, shutting in a majority of you.
Fish in a barrel.
Torlin looks to you all. And as if on cue, the ticking starts to come to a halt. It's here that I gather you all. For one reason. We are igniting a great magicks here tonight. The reconstruction of a veil that sits over Waterdeep. I must say, it has been interesting watching you all and seeing you finally come. And then he looks to Egan, Dante, Bori, Toric, Pixie, Relica, Gavin. He holds up a piece of wood. He says, This is why you've come, right? This is what you're after?
We weren't after anything in particular.
Oh, that I doubt.
We're after the cleansing of Waterdeep.
Cleansing.
What I believe she meant to say was the safety and security of the Waterdavian people.
Cleansing Waterdeep of those that threaten us.
That is an interesting word.
I look at
Cleansing.
Pixie like, what the fuck? That is a really interesting word. Like, Jesus Christ, Pixie. and then back to Torlin.
My choice of words may not be great, but the message is all the same. The people of Waterdeep need to be safe, and with doppelgangers amongst us, replacing us, killing and kidnapping us, that is not the case.
They have only slain in self-defense.
Bullshit. My sister is gone.
Where?
You tell
You
me.
tell us.
Wait, you know? You know where they are?
If I'm not mistaken, your sister is somewhere in Calumport, right?
How would I know that?
Because you were told. And then
Wait.
Replica looks to you, Pixie. I told you this. He knows.
Am I fucking going crazy or
Brandon's pulling a stupid. It was a million episodes ago, but Relica definitely told you
I
she
could
was.
have swore that
Mhm.
she just said that she was taken on a boat and she doesn't know where.
No, No, definitely in Calimport. Yeah.
Relica, do you know who this is?
And then Relica's face drops, and a little bit of a realization seems to set in for those gathered. And she just says, "I hope not." And then her lip starts to quiver a bit. I think that's the mirror breaker.
Synthris.
Torek says.
Torlin says, "I'm called a few things, but those with the power of aerospexy and prophecy do seem to have given me a very distinct moniker of that which breaks the mirror." Yes?
Can I make a history check, Aaron, to see if I've heard this name before, specifically from my father?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you are one of them.
Fuck.
Maybe
Definitely
not one
not,
of
definitely
them,
not.
but you lead them.
I don't lead anything.
What is your goal?
This world. And then his body starts to shift and grow. Plates forming on his arms. Large claw-like hands growing where supple human hands were moments ago.
Motherfucker.
His brow pulls back in a hardened, warlike shape. Red accents. It shifts and flows until it is what some would call symmetrical and incredibly beautiful in its design, and then he speaks. What I want is to take this world and change it back into something suiting us. We do not get to exist here. We live in miasma, in ether. We get to be wretched creatures in the in-between, coming out to take on disturbed forms of creatures that despise us. We take and we get nothing. I will turn this city into what I need, what we need. Then we will change this world. The far realms will become close. And it will not be us that hide. And he then takes the splinter.
Ori, do it.
Do the thing. Do the thing. I know your hands up. Say what do you want?
I just wanted to cast Bless.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You cast
But
Bless.
I didn't want to stop that.
Pixie is going to look at him and be like, I'd have a little more sympathy for you if you weren't so full of self-loathing and pity. And for the first time that anybody's gonna see, she's gonna fucking. Oh well, that's God damn it. Just at the abjuration.
Synthris slaps aside the blast. It strikes the wall, and he takes the splinter of the dragon's staff and cracks it into his hand. It starts to swirl in eldritch energy down his arm, and then
Can I counterspell that?
the dais glows. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Then
Dive into him.
you totally can. And
Is that initiative?
that is not
Oh,
initiative.
hold on. I actually got to roll my d4 because Bori did in fact.
A 14 won't be good enough.
Oh, okay. Well, it's an abjuration.
Let the DM finish.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is that what's happening now is what would be considered a beyond 9th level effect. This isn't something that could be abjured or prevented by a counterspell. It's the manipulation of artifact level magics. If Dante wants to interrupt, if Dante wants to intercede or influence in some way what is going on, he's got this voice in the back of his head.
Yeah.
And it's not a magical voice. It's not someone literally talking to him, but it's definitely your father's voice. Power costs. What will you pay?
I think now is the time to drop that the Wand of Moonbeams might not be the most potent magical item that has been seen in this group, but it was a gift from someone very near and dear to Dante. And I only used one charge earlier. It still has 6 left. He's going to draw the wand with a mage hand out in front of him, hands like this, and pull outwards, fully unmaking the wand and calling down. I assume it's late at night now.
Oh, 100%. Moon has risen. Yep. It's, yeah.
To call down a beam of moonlight crashing through the roof of this building. Whatever you let me do with that, I will spend a spell slot. I'll do whatever I gotta do.
I would like you to give me a spell strike.
Spell attack roll?
A spell attack roll.
Okay. Okay. Where is it? Under spells? Oh, there's no thing to just click for a spell attack roll. All right, I'll just do it manually.
Dice it.
D20 plus.
Under spells, there is
a 12.
Yeah, it is blessed. I don't know if that's going to fix anything. 16.
The moonbeam strikes down on the dais. The wand explodes in a show of force. The illumination from that beam of light ignites the skin of Synthris. The eldritch purple-green energy that rushes down the hand and arm of this greater being is intermingled with moonlight. It doesn't seem to be causing any harm, but the purifying effects of the moon seem to be having some sort of strange effect. The walls start to shake.
Dante's sitting there.
Synthris slams their hand down onto a control plate on the dais where the dragon staff's shard would be inslotted to restore the mythal. And there is a great radiation of power, a sucking of air out of the room before a terrific bang hits. The cogs in the walls start to fall. The ticking of the clock stops completely. And the lights all go out. And the floor
I have dark
falls out.
vision.
Shut the fuck up. The floor falls out beneath you. And you free fall. And the last thing that you hear is Synthris laughing. You fail.
Did I get to dive towards him as he was doing that? Did that still happen?
As you dive towards him, the floor just falls out.
Is there any floor left?
You are falling in darkness. The
But I
cogs
have
fall
dark
away. And no, it seems as if the actual floor itself has completely fallen. And you are tumbling into either Undermountain or some unseen
Are we
crevice.
going to the motherfucking Underdark?
I have a question. Did I get within 10 feet of him during the dive?
Sure.
Okay, when the floor went out, did he fall with us? I have blind sight out to a feet of 10 feet now.
No,
He did not fall.
he did not fall.
I throw my hammer up. Yeah, it's the best I got.
Okay, go.
Attack with disadvantage?
roll the attack, yeah. No, it wouldn't be disadvantage. He's got blind sight. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
right.
It's only within 10 feet. Yeah, it'd be disadvantage.
Yeah.
24.
Torek, as you cascade into the darkness below, you throw your hammer in rage and desperation to harm this thing that is so alien and menacing to you and your loved ones, and you hear it ring true. You hear an impact, and then Zilvrenthom does not come back.
Aaron, can I see any sort of ground?
That is where we are going to end it for the evening,
You're a prick.
and we
I sure
will
hope
I
somebody
was
has
waiting
feather
for
fall.
it. It was
and,
very thematic at any point.
and we will pick it back up next week on Wednesday for episode 40.
We won't be picking it up next week.
What are we doing next Wednesday?
Valentine's Day.
Oh my god, right.
Is that already?
2 weeks.
Holy
Holy shit. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
We'll be playing a Valentine's Day one-shot next Wednesday, and then the week after, we will learn the fates of our heroes.
Wait, how horny should I be prepared to be for Wednesday?
Like 7 out of 10.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a lot for me. So
Oh, okay. Let's go.
2
let's
out
go,
of 10.
Let's go fucking
3 for Lane.
Aaron,
Yeah, let's go
I
like
just
a
thought of
2 for
something.
Lane. A 2 for Lane, yeah.
I just thought of something.
Uh-huh.
While Dante's falling in darkness, can he do one last thing? That being, send a message to the person who gave him the wand.
Do you have sending?
No, I was thinking message might do it with sacrificing the wand if I can't fuck with him, but
No, unfortunately not.
if you don't ask, you can't get.
Yeah, that's right.
Or it can send
That's
it for
true.
you.
I
gotta stop
asked
saying
and
cool
I lost
shit
my
right
hammer.
I gotta stop saying cool shit right before I absolutely fucking whiff on a roll.
It's true.
Yeah, just stop whiffing on the roll.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Yeah,
so true.
Duh, that's the easy part.
You ever tried rolling natural?
Life
20
hack.
personally?
Yeah, also
Mm,
fucking
like, what
shut
am I,
up with the
stupid?
fucking dark vision. Shut the fuck up. Shut all the fucks all the way up. I swear, shut up, you fucking little goddamn gremlin.
So it was a meme the first time, but I actually.
But you actually have dark vision. I would have given you something for it. Egan, you're actually also a bastard. Like, what the fuck? Here's the thing. Next time you say you have dark vision, I fucking...
Just blindside here.
Fucking the shit I put up with. I swear to God.
Hey,
Listen,
while we're
Do we
falling,
fall?
while
Do
we're
we
falling,
fall
can we have a
long enough
short
that
rest
it
while we're
counts as a
falling?
short rest?
There it is.
The double.
Aaron, if you're not going to let
God.
us get reactions as we fall, then this is what you get.
You fall into lava and die. That is
That is
fucking
campaign one.
spoiler.
Thank you
that
for
Alright,
was
so
campaign
So
one.
I look forward to campaign 2.
Yeah.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Yeah. Truly. I swear to God. And then the ceiling caves in and you all die. Like fucking dicks. God. All right. Cool. That was fun.
To be clear, like I gotta. I mean, you're probably not gonna answer this until the next time we play, anyways. Are we all about to fucking die from fall damage?
No, we're not all about to die.
Torque and I will be fine.
Are you gonna kill
I'm not gonna
somebody?
die. I don't even know if I can die from fall
I'm
damage
only
at
I'm
this point
only
in my life.
I'm only killing Relica. That's it. That's the only person. Sorry.
I will let her
Spoilers.
land on me and
No.
die.
No, you'll have to find out in 2 weeks, won't you?
Fucking all of
I-
these special occasion games, man. I mean,
I
they're
was
fun, but god
sitting
damn it.
there waiting for Pixie to do the normal Pixie thing to give me permission to attack because it was obvious this guy was up to no good and needed to have his ass kicked. And Pixie actually was being responsible for a change and not just attacking. And
He's learned.
Torque and I are sitting there
He
twitching
just
like
learned at the wrong fucking time.
I can't think of anything that's more on brand for Pixie to finally figure out that sometimes you need to shut the fuck up and toe the line, only for it to be some far realm monstrosity finally completing a ritual.
Here's the thing. It's gonna be the biggest fucking I told you so when Pixie's done all this. It's like, this is what we get when I'm not off the chain. You all motherfuckers told me to be nice, and I was nice this time, assholes.
Torek was like, let me look, I'm on this new path where like I listen, but like let me murder this man.
Also, this is now the second party that I was fully expecting to be able to beat somebody to death with a chair, and I never got a chance to. So, next party, please. Can I like?
Yeah.
I've improvised weapons for a reason.
Like, God forbid fucking I have some character development with my character just in time for it to be the wrong fucking choice.
Is
Hey,
it
maybe
is
we
it though?
all-
Like, here's the thing.
We might have all died.
Do you want to speculate? Because like
Yeah, we might have all died if
yeah,
we
like
tried fighting it.
because what would have happened if you decided to throw hands in the middle of the party? Because it wouldn't have just been Synthras. Like,
It would have
it's
been
like there's
everybody.
also a bunch
Yeah.
of guards, and it's like, cool, maybe a grand escape, but like then the ritual goes off anyway. Like,
The moonlight beam was
Yeah.
fucking sick. I'm still talking like Torek.
yeah, you are.
The fucking moonlight beam was sick, and it makes me so happy that
I
now the
do
people
gotta-
of Waterdeep know.
I gotta ask, did the voice modulation work?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it
sounded great.
was it cool?
It
It was
sounded like
worth it,
me.
yeah, Def.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
I've been holding on to that wand of moonbeams the whole fucking time, ready for that.
Dude, and it paid off
That was-
so good.
That was slick.
Uh-huh. Here's
The-
the thing.
the
They
people
succeeded
know
at
now
their
that people
ritual. Almost the entire noble population of Waterdeep now knows exactly what the fuck is going on.
So I am like, I think obviously I'm excited to see if we end up playing the fucking Underdark or something. But I'm also excited to see everybody's reaction to Pixie suddenly knowing magic.
Well,
True.
I mean, the
'Cause she-
party might not care because, like, you went to Brunyandar for it.
Yeah, we know. We heard the whole thing.
Wait, hold on.
No, you did
That's
not
a
hear
16
anything.
Arcana
You
check.
know
I
went
know
to
that's an Eldritch
Brennendar.
Blast, and I'm about to ask who your fucking patron is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Dante
tell you my
knows.
fucking
Dante knows. Dante knows. You
Yeah.
have the least embarrassing patron of every
I have it on
patron ever.
disadvantage.
Who, me or
No, Pixie. Yours is
oh,
the
yeah.
worst, dude.
Yeah, mine's bad. Mine's not good. The only reason it's not worse is because he doesn't care.
Oh,
That's
buddy.
better.
Well, anyway, that was a fucking grand old time. I had
That was good. I liked dancing. Stop talking like Torek.
That was
Holy
good.
shit.
I really like
Shows up to his
dancing.
job
I'm so
interview
sad. I was
tomorrow.
gonna go back
Hey,
to
I'm
Egan if they
Lane. Torque, Lane.
rolled bad and let myself be thrown around the dance floor so they could use athletics instead of performance.
Liz, you know my patron. That was in the last episode.
Mom.
The party doesn't know the patron.
True.
That Ugly doesn't get to dance will forever break my heart.
Oh,
please.
fuck.
Aw.
Right. Why was Ugly not there? Oh, right. Because he's ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, like not a noble member at
He's a
all.
big boy.
Yeah.
Oh, this would have been the perfect time for Ugly to be fucking there, dude. You could have been telling fucking poetry in the corner.
Well, invite him. You know what I mean? Ugly's the
Yeah,
best.
true.
He's just a good bean. All right, let's find somebody to raid out to and say goodnight.
Ugly is gonna be sitting at the house like, I wonder where they are.
Ugly's gonna be at the bottom of the fucking hole and just be like, "Hey guys,
I've been here the whole time.
I was down here the whole time. I figured you'd be here eventually." Okay. All right.
I'm excited to fight something because I got fancy genie armor.
See,
True.
like I want to get all excited about my
Like the genie's gonna let you keep it after
Like
you
my-
attacked his master.
true.
I mean, he gave it to me knowing who his master was. I think he's on my
Here's the
side.
thing. Torek came to him and said, "There is a threat against this court. Let me help you fight it." And he gave him the armor just because that the genie didn't stop to ask who's the threat.
It was me.
Uh-huh. Torek wins by being stupid again. The letter
Aaron,
of
we
what he
definitely,
asked for was,
gotta-
"Let me help defend this court."
Aaron, also, to be clear, none of us have our weapons outside of Torque, correct?
No, my weapon just got jacked. My God.
None of us have our weapons.
Boy would
I
have
am a
his.
weapon. I am skilled in unarmed combat and improvised
True.
weapons.
Somebody can
so
have a
Yeah.
hammer.
I can smite with these hands.
I'll just fucking
so-
headbutt our way out of the Underdark.
You say that as though
We don't
Ori
know
and
for sure if we're
Dante
going.
can't
You might have just sent us to like
do
a
some
fucking
stuff.
pocket realm or something.
Yeah, does Dante have
Nice.
teleport yet?
That's a 7th level spell in 5e, so sadly no. And also not on the Warlock list.
All genies are turds. I am going to raid out to Adventurers Pack. They were super welcoming to me in their Discord the other day. They seem like super cool, sweet dudes. So we're gonna raid out to them. Tonight was a fucking blast. I've been looking forward to doing the summer ball for like a million fucking years. Leave it to fucking Brendan and Brandon to never let me get through a fucking monologue. But yeah, we're gonna start this raid, and oh man, if I wasn't used to it by now. So yeah, we're gonna start the raid. I love you guys. We'll see you next Wednesday for the Valentine's one shot, and yeah, we'll fucking see you tomorrow. Wait, we're doing Baldur's Gate tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, okay. And I'm going to rebroadcast the game tonight, tomorrow sometime around noon. So if you didn't catch it all tonight, we're going to be rebroadcasting it live tomorrow, Thursday, sometime early afternoon. All right, everybody. We will see you tomorrow evening. Catch you on the flippy flop. Mwah, mwah. 10, 9, 8, 7,
14,
6,
17,
5,
26,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Short rest.
Can't fucking stop me. I'm so good at counting. Literally a genius. Love y'all. Bye. Mwah.
Aaron, I'm sorry about the.
Yeah, be sorry. You guys are the worst. I swear.